Hello everyone, welcome to the QuickSight learning series, and today I will be presenting some of the best practices for versioning and restoration of QuickSight assets like dashboards, datasets, and analysis. And I will also demonstrate the restoration part. I have few demos lined up. So we have APIs, extensive APIs, which helps to take a backup and restore of the assets like data source, data sets, analysis, and dashboards. On the screen, you can see the APIs. For example, if you have to take a backup of an analysis, you can you can execute the API describe analysis definition, and as an output, you will get a JSON file which you can check in the code repository like GitHub. If suppose accidentally, or for some other purposes, if you want to restore it in a different account or restore it back in the same account, the analysis, so you can give create analysis command, and using that JSON definition, you will be able to restore it. Same way for dashboards, there is a describe dashboard definition, which takes a backup of the dashboard and create dashboard, which will restore that particular dashboard in the account. So this particular API, you can think of it like a more every element like on your dashboard will be represented through a JSON. I mean, through the JSON element, each and every visuals, every properties in the dashboard is represented, and it will take a backup in a code file, and you will be able to restore it using that. So the enhanced APIs, which I spoke about on the previous slide, take care of backup of one asset at a time. But what if you have multiple assets, right? So let's say you have to or take a backup of 20 dashboards, right? So you can do this easily by using the export and import command, and you can back up all those assets together. So more than one assets, you can take export, you can take a backup by using the export API, and it even take care of dependency. For example, if you are taking a backup of few of the dashboards, if they are dependent data sets and data sources, themes, that will also be packaged in the bundle, and you will get an output as a .qs file, which will be like a bundled file, which will have multiple JSONs representing each of the asset as well as its dependent assets. So these are the commands for export for executing the asset bundle export. So this will help you to take the backup and you can see the status. And the second command is for initiating the import. So these are APIs can help you to back up your dashboards, analysis, and data sets as a code, and you will be able to restore it. And the second command will help the differences, like if you want to export multiple assets, use the start asset bundle export. Uh, Export and import command will help you to move multiple assets together to restore and backup multiple assets, as well as it take care of dependency. So let me show you a simple example how you can use some of these commands. So in this demonstration, I will be executing describe dashboard definition and taking a backup and restoring it. So let's take an example that I will have a dashboard. So this is my dashboard for which I want to take a backup. I will note down this particular ID here, and let's take a backup of this particular dashboard by using describe dashboard definition. So I will execute that particular command. And in this, I will pass on this particular dashboard ID. And let's also take it in a file. We call it as a SaaS sales dashboard. Now, if you notice, a file is generated here. Yeah, so this is my file. And I will go and show you the definition of the dashboard, how this particular dashboard looks as a JSON. So let me browse to this particular file. So my entire dashboard is backed up as this particular file here, and I can restore this particular dashboard, this particular definition. So I can simply use this particular output, and let's say I will make it as a dashboard V2 and dashboard ARN. So I will use this particular, this is my backup is successful. Let's assume that this particular dashboard, I want to restore it back. So how I will be able to do it? So this definition is basically the key element. You can use this particular definition to recreate the dashboard. So I am saving this particular file, and let's execute the create dashboard command. Yeah, so it's giving me status 202. So with this particular thing, I'm recreating a new dashboard, which is SaaS Sales Dashboard V2. And let's check whether the status is successful. It's still creating it. Okay, so status is successful. Let me actually give permission to this particular user on this newly created dashboard. So I have this dashboard is created right now in my account, and I will use update dashboard permission to give the current user through which I have logged in the console. I am giving the permission to that user. So permission is successful. So you will be able to see in the console that uh, a new dashboard has been created. Let's refresh this. So you see that this particular dashboard is created, V2 dashboard, which I gave over the command. It just got created now. So this is my first demo. So although I've used it for dashboard, you can use it for analysis or data sets. For other assets also you can do it. So this is a simple thing. One thing is here, the dependencies like this dashboard is dependent, for example, on theme or data set. So those should be present in the account once you are restoring it. Otherwise, you have to use the bundle option to also import it. So now let me move to the next part of the presentation and demo. So I had shown you how to do a backup of an asset and how to restore it by using the commands. Now I will also explain you about the versioning process. So there are QuickSight assets like data sets and dashboards and themes, which are, QuickSight maintains the version for it, and you can use the QuickSight versioning command to restore a dashboard to the previous version or restore, for example, a data set to the previous version. So data set versioning is taken care in the console itself. Like you can go to the console and click on the data set and restore it to the previous version right from the console. But for dashboard versioning, as of now, there are APIs available. So you can use, for example, list dashboard versions to list down all the dashboard version. And if suppose you want to restore a dashboard, let's say from non-production to production, if you have deployed a dashboard and you want to restore the dashboard to a previous version, you can use published version API to switch back to the previous version of the dashboard. And same way, there are theme aliases, which helps you to switch between various theme versions. So let's look at in the next demo, let's look at the versioning of the dashboard. So I have an analysis here, and let's publish a dashboard from this particular analysis. So I'm publishing a dashboard called as QLS dashboard version. From this particular analysis, as an author, I have published a dashboard. Now, let's look at the dashboard versions. So there is the command to execute for finding all the versions available for this particular dashboard is list dashboard version. So we'll execute that particular command and pass in the dashboard ID. So let's go and execute the command. And here I will pass on this particular dashboard ID. Okay, so you can see the version number of the dashboard. It is 1 right now. Now let's do one thing, like we will publish a newer version of this particular dashboard and see this version number being changed. So let's go back. This was our analysis. So we'll do a simple test just for this thing, like we will change the theme of this particular dashboard. Let's apply a different theme. So let's apply the seaside theme or this so that its color is lighter. So from darker theme, we have switched to a lighter theme, and let's publish a newer version of the dashboard. So here we are replacing this particular dashboard with a newer version of dashboard using. So we are republishing. Expected behavior is its version should be increased. So let's execute the same command, and now you will be able to see there are two versions, and you see the timestamp also. So there are two versions of this particular dashboard. Let's go and I may not like the light theme. I want to roll back the changes and go back to the dark theme. So for that purpose, you have to give a command update dashboard published version. So here you can give the dashboard ID and roll it back to the previous version. So I will expect the theme to be changed from light theme back to the dark theme, because originally I was having dark theme. Then in version 2, I changed it to lighter theme. Now let me go back and change the version number to 1. Okay, so it seems to have executed successfully. And let's look at the versions. So there will be still two versions, but my current version is 1. If I refresh this particular dashboard, you will notice that it changed to the previous version, which is dark theme again. So this is the way how you will deal with like restoring a dashboard to a previous version. If you have rolled out some changes and if you want to revert back a dashboard to a previous version, this is how you will do it. For data sets also in the same way you will be able to do it, but it's a simpler thing. In the console itself, you will be able to do it for the data set. So let me switch back to the third part, third demo about the asset restoration. So I have shown you how to restore a dashboard. What about the analysis? So in the analysis, since you're authoring an analysis, it's auto-saved, so there is no specific thing about the version of the analysis. Whenever you make changes, it keeps on modifying. And for the data set, you can think of more of a static copy, which is more of a copy for your end users. So you can maintain the version this way. Now assume that you are building some sort of analysis and accidentally in the console or through the API some execution happened which has deleted your analysis, right? So if you accidentally deleted analysis, the good news is QuickSight will retain a copy of that particular analysis and you will be able to restore it. So by default, it's retained up to 30 days, and there is a API restore analysis. So you can request your admin if you are a BI author, and you can request to restore the analysis to your admin, and admin can use restore analysis API and restore it for up to the 30 days duration. That is default window. And one condition is like typically in the console, you won't be force deleting it, but if you are deleting through the API, ensure that you have not given force delete without recovery. So this, if you use this option, then you won't be able to recover it. But in most scenarios, when you, I mean, you delete, if you accidentally delete an analysis to the console or to the, API without this option, so you will be able to restore it using the restore analysis command. So let me give a quick demonstration of this particular command. So let's go to a folder. Here I have an analysis. Okay, this particular analysis is working fine right now. Let's take a scenario in which I might accidentally delete this particular analysis. So you can do it either through the console, or you will be able to do it this particular analysis you might even delete it from the API call. So let me delete it from, go to the console and itself. Here I will delete this particular analysis. So first, let's look at this particular analysis. What is the status for the CLI? So I'm giving describe analysis definition. This is the same analysis. Yeah, my analysis accidentally deleted, right? So this is the name of the analysis. Now I will go here, and this is currently the status of this is this particular analysis present. So let's delete this particular analysis. Now again check the version of this particular analysis. So you see its status as a deleted. So may assume that you are authoring in this analysis, you have deleted it accidentally. Now you have requested to the admin. So admin has executed this particular command and it identifies this particular analysis as deleted. So now admin will be trying to restore this particular analysis. So you'll see how the admin can restore the analysis. So it's very simple. Admin just need to give a command. Let me actually clear this. Yeah, so AWS QuickSight restore analysis. This is the command what admin will execute. So after restoring, you will find that this is again this particular analysis is working. And if you refresh it here, it will come back. And if you delete and refresh, it will go. Okay. So you will notice that it is deleted. And again, I will go, maybe I will refresh this. So you will notice that it will fail. Yeah, so analysis is deleted. Let's execute restore once again. So it's restored, status changed. And once I click the refresh, it will again come back. So you'll notice that previously it was giving error that the analysis is not available. But once I executed restore command successfully, I got my analysis back. So lastly, I want to show one more command and one more command which may be important for you is like, let's say if you have published an analysis uh, from non-production environment to production environment, and if already there are some dashboards created out of this particular analysis, so you can link an analysis and dashboard together. So there is a command called as the link dashboard. So you can bind the analysis and dashboard together by executing that particular command. So I will just show you the command, but I won't, in the interest of time, I won't be going through it in detail. So update dashboard link, if you execute this command, it will link a dashboard with a different analysis. So once, let's say if you moved an analysis today, let's say assume that you have published a dashboard from the analysis. This analysis is, let's say, all of a sudden it's gone. Like you can't even restore it with the restore command. And maybe from backup from a JSON file, you're restoring the analysis. So you can execute the update dashboard link command and you can bind your existing dashboard with the analysis again.